Hi, I'm Joshua Wilkes, and I will be giving my persuasive speech on the COVID-19 vaccine mandate in California. So for my introduction, recently, California has decided to mandate the COVID-19 vaccine. By the end of my speech, you will be convinced that the mandate is a problem, Governor Newsom is the cause, and a recall is a solution. After you've been convinced, you will need to begin petitioning for another recall when available. For context, there was a previous recall just recently. It did not pass. However, I believe that once another recall opportunity comes up, the thing that you can do is to petition for that recall and vote for the recall. So, to begin, what is the mandate and why is it a problem? So, the mandate was recently issued by Governor Newsom. It affects mainly school children and school teachers. Children aged 12 and up are going to be required to have the vaccine, as well as teachers, to have the vaccine before returning to school for the second semester starting in January. It also affects some work employees, but it's more up to the employers if they choose to mandate the vaccine, so it's not as big of a concern. The main issue is the mandate for school children and school teachers. The mandate was already set. It hasn't been enforced yet. Again, it will be enforced in January, but it has already been placed, and the solution to that I will be discussing further. First, what's the problem with the vaccine? Well, there's actually three main problems with the vaccine mandate. The first major issue that comes up is that it takes away our free agency. America is a land of liberty, freedom, happiness. I mean, that's kind of the purpose of our country. But when we're forcing people to take vaccines, it's not right. I mean, granted, we have laws, and those laws are put in place to protect people's freedom and liberty, for example, an obvious law, don't kill anyone, right? I mean, killing someone is obviously not a good thing in general, but it's against the law because it takes away someone's right to life, right? And we have vaccines mandated for schools already, such as a tetanus shot, or there's a couple others I can't name off like smallpox, stuff like that. But the COVID-19 vaccine mandate is slightly different, and I kind of wanted to elaborate on that. For mandates like smallpox and, tetanus, if you get that, that's a serious danger to your health, and that's a serious danger to everyone else's health, right? But COVID has already proven, and we have research to back up the fact that COVID isn't dangerous to youth. It's dangerous to elderly or those with a weak immune system. So if you're afraid of getting COVID, or you're at risk of, being seriously weakened or even killed by COVID, then you have the choice to stay home. We have online options, and on top of that, we're also already required to wear masks at school. And looking at the way things are now, I think that's planning on continuing. So mandating the vaccine really isn't necessary to keep people safe, and instead it's just taking away their freedom, their agency. On top of that, it might not even be safe. That's the second main point I wanted to bring up. I mean, the vaccine is new. It's relatively new, and it was developed insanely fast, faster than any vaccine we've already had. I mean, we've been given scientific reasons for these, but with the general populace uneducated on this type of thing, it's unclear whether these are just made up or whatever it is. In any case, the point I'm making is we don't know the long-term lasting effects of the COVID-19 vaccine. So if we were to mandate it, say give it to a 12-year-old, and then 30 years later he develops some sort of side effects, maybe diabetes, I don't know, something random, something unexpected, there's nothing we can do at that point. It's done. We made the mistake in the past, so it can be a serious danger to us because we don't know its effects. And for those of us who want to get it, who are willing to take that risk, that's fine. Go ahead, go get the vaccine, but it shouldn't be mandated, especially for children. I mean, we don't really have the opportunity to kind of start looking for ourselves, looking forward to our futures. So if that future could be taken away by something we can't control, that's not right. And the third main reason the mandate's wrong is it can go against religious beliefs. Religion is protected by the Constitution. It's declared unconstitutional for the government to do anything that messes with religion. I mean, you can't require a Christian to, take the Lord's name in vain or whatever it is. So requiring people to get a vaccine that might go against their religious beliefs is just strictly unconstitutional. And that should have been brought up before the mandate was put in place. So I guess the big question is what's the solution, right? And I think the best we can do now is recall Governor Newsom. We already know Governor Newsom has been pushing for he's pushed for the mandate. He's the reason the mandate's in place, but currently the mandate is placed only in California. When the next opportunity for us to recall Newsom comes up, I believe that the best action for us to take would be to vote for a recall. In doing so, we would slowly be able to dismantle the vaccine, and eventually we would be able to, set a precedent that says don't mandate the vaccine. In any case, in conclusion, I hope that you're now convinced to help protect against the vaccine mandate, and I believe we begin that by recalling Governor Newsom. Thank you for listening to my speech.